Um, Good morning. It is very early for me. 9 a.m. is kind of rough. I'm more of a 9 p.m. type of person. But hey guys, this is kind of fun. This is the first thing I've done without like the rest of the band. Well, thank you guys for joining me. Like I said before, this is Poof. Let's see right here. This is my little puppy. Golden Doodle. Poofy, say hi. As you can see, we have a tracker for how many days he's gone without an accident. He was up to 10 days, and then yesterday he brought us back down to 0. So now we're at 0 days since the last accident. So we're getting there, I think. Well, yeah. As you guys probably know, each day this week, a different member of the band is getting on Instagram Live, and we're just kind of talking about our faithful God story. This is hard because I want to talk, but I'm also reading all of these comments. Hello from Brazil. Anyways, that's awesome. I'm actually kind of nervous. This is like, I just woke up and put a shirt on, and so let's get this thing started. We're each talking about like faithful God and what that means to us. And for me, the first example that I had of someone who fully trusted the faithfulness of God was my mom. So I think it's easiest for me to to talk about how faithful God is through her perspective. She was a first-generation immigrant from the Philippines. She's been an ICU nurse for over 30 years now. And when we grew up, my mom would work nights, and my dad was the stay-at-home dad. He was an electrician, so we spent the majority of our time with our dad, me and my little brother. And my dad loved to spoil my mom. He would always pump her gas and do all like the little things for her, make sure me and my little brother were taken care of. And when I was 12, about to turn 13, my dad passed away. And suddenly my mom was a single mother of two misbehaved teenage boys, and she had to learn how to do everything. All the simple things that my dad did for her, like pump gas and stuff, cooking breakfast for us before we went to school. It was just a really, really hard time. She worked harder than anyone I knew. She was a full-time nurse during the day and raising 2 kids the best she can. And after my dad died, words can't express the heartache that our family went through, just being so young. But my mom's trust in God never wavered. She knew that God was for us and would guide our family through any circumstance. And suddenly I became the man of the house, and I was not ready for that responsibility as a 12-year-old. Going into high school, I got into a lot of trouble, and I mean a lot of trouble. At one point, I was 14, and she had just got like this new car, and I waited till like 2 a.m. and stole it and ended up crashing it, so she had to come and pick me up at like 4 a.m. Stuff like that. I just got in trouble with the law a lot. Eventually I developed a really serious drug habit, which I've shared before. And I was stealing a lot of money from my mom. She would literally have to hide her purse when she got home because she knew if I got a hold of her debit card, I was going to be stealing from her. I stole thousands of dollars from her while I was in the midst of my addiction. I just trying to remember, like, her heart was just so broken seeing her oldest son get addicted to pills and then heroin. But still, she believed that God was faithful. And one of the moments that I'll never forget is a time I was in the midst of the deepest part of my addiction, and I was in my room, and I was sick from withdrawals, and I was just laying down in my bed, and I was like shivering, and I was just waiting to get that text from my drug dealer that he had restocked. And I just remember my mom coming into the room, just very gently, just puts her hand on my shoulder, and she said, "I know right now you think this is going to last forever and that there is no end in sight, but I believe one day God is going to deliver you from this, and you're going to be able to use your story someday to help a lot of people. I love you, son, and I pray for you every day." And fast forward to now, and this coming October 3rd, I'll be celebrating 12 years heroin free. So praise God. Thank you, Mom. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without her support. And it's just being on the other side of it and looking back has been really special. My mom was able to watch her son follow his dreams and, more importantly, spread the good news of the gospel all over the world. I've been able to share my addiction story to thousands and thousands of people, and I've been able to hear how my story has helped people who are going through similar circumstances. And it makes me so happy every time she hears one of our songs on the radio. She sends me a text. It just feels really good to make my mom proud now. She always tells me stories about how she brags about me to all of her coworkers, and she's just my biggest fan. And it just feels really good to make her proud now. And looking back, just how she remained faithful in the hardest times imaginable, with my drug addiction, with my dad dying. It's just, she is the best example that I have of someone who always trusts in the faithfulness of God. Looking back, every word that she spoke to me about the faithfulness of God has been true, and I kind of want to speak to anyone who may be going through something similar right now. Maybe you're in the midst of a drug addiction, or maybe you're a parent of a loved one, or someone who's struggling currently. I just want to speak the same words that my mom spoke to me, to you. And I want to say that I know right now it feels like this is going to last forever, and it might not seem like there's an ending in sight, but I believe that one day God is going to deliver you from this, and you're going to be able to use your story someday to help a lot of people. And you can use my mom's story as proof. That's basically all I have to say on that. Thank you guys again so much for watching this. I'm not usually one to speak, but yes, thank you guys, and praise God. All right, I think I'm ending this now. Bye, guys. I appreciate you guys.